Up stun for the Lesh. You have tower damage. You have a hero in the Nyx that wants to scout and be active.
Right now, so he is getting ridiculously good farm. You're going to see Boom finally pop that ult, gets level 6, and that's going to be first blood as Armis takes that for himself. Zephyr takes the tumble, but now Armis taking heavy damage. Next, that pulse number from Carl into the split earth. Celery's in the vicinity as well. It's not going to matter though. Carl should be able to
might die too.
A double kill to him. Trying to take out this Wild Wing Ripper.
Oh, no,
will be successful for now, but will Celery fall as well as the question. But a TP support with Pango himself. And yeah, Kezu finally gets the trade, but it cost him 2 of their members' lives and the rotation from Kezu.
The Nyx opening, it looks really good. It looks a lot better when you have Nyx with the Lesh.
Now we have an Edict here, but Viking have come to defend. Kezu with that ult coming out with the sharpshooter on top. This looks to be a potential kill, but there's the Winter's Curse. But Bushwhack into the tree, beautifully done. And it looks like Viking will be able to get 2 kills on this defense.
People have tried Soul Ring, people even went Meteor Hammer, but those are all kind of like meme builds, even when they were good.
Oh, we have the Acorn shot into the Bushwhack. Shad is here as well, and Sharpshooter does connect. This looks to be the end of Zephyr, although he's not really taking that much damage from Shad right now, but will be enough regardless, and probably the tier 1 to follow. But this will cost them potential tier 1 mid in the meantime. Carl with the Diabolic Edict, he'll get it. Rolling Thunders here though from Kezu, see if they can defend again. Gets off a couple procs into the Bushwhack again, but the Cold Embrace does heal him up pretty nicely. Sets up the easy stuns from Kezu, but there's really no follow-up damage right now. As the Ravage finally comes out, it's going to hit 2 heroes into the Split Earth, into the Wraith Fire Blast. 23 Savage is like, okay, well, I was jungling, but I'll get the free kill, I guess. Still a little situational, depending on how he actually plays it, because sometimes you just get that off during Rolling Thunder anyway, so you can't really use it. But
yeah.
Carl going to be taking some nice jungle creeps here. Cuckoo, not afraid of anybody. With Zephyr by his side, I don't blame him. There's the Winter's Curse, so this is a technical counter to the Pangos. We're going to see the Sharpshooter connecting Kezu, trying to finish him off, but the Breathe Fire's not even going to be enough on top of that, but they're going to lose their Enchantress to start this out. Impale connects onto the Spectre, into the Ravage onto 2, and they're focusing everything they have onto Shad, but a beautiful Bushwhack connecting on 3 members of T1, and now Shad, into the trees he goes. Question is, will he get out? And yeah, they're not even going to look for him. Yeah, you got double Diffusal against both Wraith King and even Lesh to some degree. It's obviously very good because of Pulse Nova, but Eternal Shroud is online, though, for Carl on Lesh, as we see. Smoke here from Viking. All right, it's going to be broken here by Zephyr. They're going to pop the dust, but there's the instant initiation from Boom. Nice Bushwhack again onto 2, but the heal onto Zephyr for now will keep him safe. Carl, in the meantime, getting hit by Kezu's ult. Looks like Zephyr might be the first to fall. Sharpshooter does not connect. I think that's the first miss we've seen all game. Kezu continue on. And the Ravage finally comes online after that Rolling Thunder, and it looks like Shad will take a tumble, but another beautiful Bushwhack, unfortunately for Viking, does not save their position 1. Wraith King's first life is down. Celery's going to get connected by that Split Earth. This will be another easy kill for T1 as they continue on. Viking on full retreat without that Spectre. Boom. In the vicinity, though, we see another Bushwhack come online. Holds back 23 Savage for now, but I don't think that anything else will likely come from this.
And you want to talk about impact. Whitemon with the... Oh, there he goes.
Oh, my.
Okay. Well,
all right.
Caster Curse.
Boom. Yep, kills off the praised Whitemon right there. Gets off that BKB. Kezu with another stun. Actually puts Tidehunter onto the high ground. That's definitely not what he wanted. We'll see if Viking wants to get out of here. But Shad is now in the vicinity. You see the Diffusal coming here as well. Split Earth does connect, though. Getting surrounded, of course, next to trees. You have to be careful, but now he's going to turn around with the right click from 23 Savage, but they're going to be able to destroy Leshrac, and that's another first life, but Shad extremely low here. The Anchor Smash finishes them off, and 23 Savage with that Radiance is going ham right now. But they are taking out the supports for now. A triple Impale, and now 23 Savage can just beat the crap out of these kids. Gets the double kill to start things off. Boom. Pretty tanky overall, but he's just getting controlled to a high degree. And this looks like a definite one fight for T1. And the Curse actually cancels the TP here. So Celery lives for quite a while, but 23 Savage and company cleaning up nicely. Armis being kind of annoying here with that scurry. Yep, he's going to get the Yules off, does Cuckoo into the Impale. And, oh my, okay. Spelled down overall, and this will just mean T1 gets the Aegis. It's the second cancel TP this game. And with that, they're going to try to go high ground. Okay, Boom pops that ult, pops the BKB as well. Look at Zephyr. He's been forced that back into the enemy base, and he drops dead. So 50 seconds of no Nyx Assassin. Spectre showing off his BKB, gets Winter's Curse for the time being. But now the right clicks from the Dragon Knight. He's actually completely surrounded. Finally, the Ravage comes out. Whitemon looks to be living through this engagement. And Kezu Finds Whitemon again, gets the shield crash out. Gonna see if he can do more damage on top of this. Swashbuckles are starting to add up. Finally get the first life onto 23 Savage, but they're gonna just turn this around now. Just 2 farmed on this Wraith King, but they have lost 2 members to 1 only for Viking. And Carl is completely out of mana. Has his Essence Shroud, but see if he can get any mana on top of that. They're going to completely surround the Wraith King now. This will be a huge kill for Viking in the trees. Sharpshooter connect.
Oh, he missed.
And the impetus with the right click from Chad is enough. And now the focus is onto Carl. This is a huge fight for Viking for sure. This, of course, is the Aegis, so they have to kill him twice. And even once apparently seems to be quite the difficulty.
I think they're questioning it because they know if he comes back, he has full mana. So they're going for the back
Zephyr's
lines.
here as well. Yeah, very nicely played. Gets up the spike carapace. Here we see the Rolling Thunder is going to connect onto the Nyx Assassin. They're going to lose the Hoodwink for now, but continuing to stun in place. I mean, you're Burrow. That's a free stun if you are Kezu in this case. 4-step up to the high ground. Zephyr doing so much work right now. You can see that he's just getting so much regen as well. Now they're going to turn this around onto Spectre. Split Earth connect. Zephyr's still quite low. Shiva's pop from Carl, and they will actually get him in the end. Dragon Knight's going to be back in 5 seconds. Another Winter's Curse, and I believe this is the second BKB that we've seen used in this fight. Very extended fight overall. Yule's into Split Earth, and Carl, some way, somehow, not only lives, but helps get multiple kills on the back end.
All right.
Yeah, I assume you sell the Echo Saber after that, right? And then beyond that, I don't know, because it feels like you're not scaling as well as you could be with a lot of the Spectre builds we've seen in the past.
I think one place where the build could be improved is... It's so slow. Oh,
Impale and... There we go. They got him.
Wraith
It was
King.
slow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. This will be a huge kill onto the latch. We can see a big ult from Kezu. He has that shard in place as well. Carl pops the Bloodstone, which was just picked up recently, healing up to a high degree, and then the Cold Embrace on top of it. He is actually very healthy now, and this means Viking probably on the retreat. Man, that is a lot of heal coming out, I'll tell you what. Shad at half HP. Savage gets off the Wraith Fire Blast into the Split Earth, and absolutely a kill. 85 seconds of no Shad.
There's a lot of heroes that can pair with it and that do chain stuns. Oh, Kezu.
Yep, Kezu, the Impale's going to connect with a nice Bushwhack counter initiation from Aramis. Has his Sharpshooter out as well, but again, Kezu getting stunned, pops the BKB, finally going to try to turn this around, but the big Ravage comes out for Cuckoo. That's the first life onto 23 Savage. Can they kill him again is the question. Kezu's still in that ult form, using that shard to a very high effectiveness. But they're going to lose the Hoodwink to start things out. Impale onto 2 heroes. This thing is such long range. Kezu just continuing to roll. Finally gets the Winter Wyvern. That's a pretty high value kill, but the stun, they're going to get Spectre again. This is a huge kill for T1, and he still doesn't have buyback. He had it originally, but not anymore. Not sure what he bought, but Kezu gets off that shard, bouncing up, and there's the second Ravage on the rest of Viking. Kezu's forced to buy back into the game. This looks to be the end of game 1. In all likelihood, although the Swashbuckle dealing quite a bit of damage with that Diffusal for like moving their...
Literally the arrow keys, yeah.
How is that literally possible? Is Carl? All right, Bushwhack will actually not connect here. You can see the Agnum Scepter is online for Boom. He's going to get initiated on. He's already at half HP. Supposed to make him tankier. That's not going to happen, though. BKB pop doesn't matter. He is dead for 80 seconds. This is going to be a second set of racks for T1. Viking still looking to fight, though. 5 versus 4. Shad pops the Manta. We can hear the Rolling Thunder coming online as well. There's the Haunt as well. This is the last-ditch effort from Kezu and company. A nice roll-in overall to start things out, but they have to dodge this Split Earth. It's like a little mini-game inside Dota now. He's going to get a nice ult again, connecting up to 2 heroes. That's just the first life on 23 Savage. It just feels like there's just not enough damage right now, and obviously being down 26k might have something to do with that. And Celery, the corner of his base, ain't happening.
Yeah, they're trying to play these extended fights by burning everybody's mana.
Yeah.
They call G. Oh, they call GG.
Yeah, they call it GG.
I see.
Yeah. T1 looked very good this game. I feel like it was just the time, and we literally talked about it, the timing of the Wraith King getting the Radiance.
Take that back, significantly better T1 Dota.
Very biased indeed.
I don't get that. I feel I was... I just like to see good Dota, dude. That's all I care about.
That's all we all want, but there's the Bushwhack to start things out. Carl will get first blooded in very easy fashion for Viking. Some damage applied to Kezu, though. He's hit by the arrow. Boom is invisible in the vicinity, though, so we'll break the smoke if they get any closer, along with that tier 1 tower. Kazoo, yep, that's going to be the initiation. Dragon Tail to follow, but the arrow did it actually connect. The Starstorm to follow. Kazoo taking heavy damage. Actually, Timber Chains into the tree that was right next to him. Big Winter's Curse now. Splinter Blast to follow. Looks like the Sharpshooter did connect onto the Razor, but look at this damage coming out. Shad finally comes in with that ultimate. They blow up Cuckoo now. That's the first casualty here for T1. That's a big one. Now Zephyr initiated on by Kazoo. Burst damage out of control right now. So a nice turnaround for Viking. They seem to be very ready for that rotation. But yeah, him specifically for sure.
Poor guy. It's always him, though.
Kazoo is plate mail away from the Lotus Orb. Has the hood intact right now. This looks to be a tier 1 for Viking. While we have a little bit of downtime, I do want to talk about Boom's build here. Went for the Spirit Vessel, which the panel was kind of talking about against the, the Cold Embrace and whatnot. So we got to hold the horses here again. Cuckoo spotted out. EMP, Sharpshooter. And he's slowed thanks to that ice wall. That is more than enough for Viking to get yet another kill. 3K net worth lead at 16 minutes. Not too shabby.
Timbersaw is not going to rush a BKB in this game because he's Timbersaw. And so it looks like it's kind of falling on Boom, but he needed the Vessel first.
All right, we got Cuckoo in Dragon form. They're smoked out. The Blink initiation again, this time onto the Invoker. Bushwhack only going to connect on one. Obviously in Dragon form, that'll allow you to push these towers. So the tier 1 tower looks to be in peril for Viking. Not sure if Armus can actually defend this. He's just going to take the Blink Dragon Tail again into the arrow. So double kill for Zephyr of all heroes.
Man, and that's just set up by that beautiful ward that they placed down during that first smoke. Smoking and putting vision does. Even if you don't get anything off of that play, you eventually do, as long as you put wards down.
Yeah,
another one.
This is the third setup now for the arrow into the Starstorm, and that's enough burst damage to get through Enchantress again. So Viking getting picked apart right now.
For sure, but this is a reflection of the last game where you have one lineup that has like a Spectre DK, heroes that aren't particularly fast at farming, and heroes that want to go late game, and they're surviving, so they're happy.
Cuckoo, he gets the whip on himself, gives him the extra move speed. Very important to distinct this as Cuckoo takes that Dragon Tail. The Spirit Vessel applied as well. Gets the Eclipse off, though. And that's going to be enough to take out Zephyr in all likelihood, but Shad is already extremely low here. Can they finish him off? They do with that Plasma Field, but it will cost them their Dragon Knight. 3 for 1. Definitely not exactly what you want to look for if you're a T1 fan. Carl, Sunstrike. Oh, just off. Of course, it's not that high of a level of Sunstrike, but either way, Carl's going to hop the BKB and the Static Link along with his ult. He's actually trying to stay in this fight. 1 versus 3. Can he get Boom? It's not going to happen. I like the balls on that play.
Yeah, that was sick. That was sick. He could have just ran away, but he just turns and fights. It's being ridden, and people were very mad.
Yeah, that's the ogre.
I didn't listen.
That's the ogre. Nobody notices the true alchemist, the greed man. It's White Mon getting picked off again.
Yes,
anytime Jenkins talks, he
No, it's the stop dying.
T1 do know this is happening. Moonlight Shadow is activated. They have the sentry down. They can see this, though. Plasma Field, Spirit Vessel into the Tornado. Tornado will not clip him as Cuckoo actually jumps into the thick of things. Haunt is popped as well. Boom now on the run. You can see the Meteor, and Cuckoo is in a lot of trouble, but those illusions are doing so much damage on that Spectre. He's on the cliff. Sunstrike with the Chakram. Do they have enough damage to take him out? They do with that Timber Chain. And we have seen these Lunas kind of fall off a cliff at a certain point with 1 or 2 bad deaths. As, looks like T1 are going to find the Enchantress. Spirit Vessel's applied and essentially backstab them there. So that gives them the numbers advantage at the very least. Moonlight Shadow still applied right now. Kazoo is going to be spotted out.
23 steeping in.
Static Link doesn't really last very long, though. Dragon Tail's going to be reflected thanks to that Lotus Orb. Bushwhack onto 2. And here comes the Eclipse. There's a lot of creeps to tank that up. And look at this damage to Cuckoo. And yeah, he's able to be bursted down by Kazoo. Timbersaw very good against Dragon Knight. Who would have thought?
That means that this tower, at the very least, is probably going to go down before he comes back alive. Yeah, and then maybe we take the fight.
This is an Alacrity Luna. And once this tier 3 goes down, this is where Luna really shines. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be, at the very least, the melee racks. You have to think they come in here, despite having 5 available heroes on T1 side. Yeah, that's a full set of racks. You can see the TPs coming in, though. Arrow is going to connect on Luna. Remember, he has Aegis, so Carl with that BKB, not scared of anybody right now. And Shad getting 4-staffed, getting healed now. And at T1, doesn't look like they want to go in. EMP not going to really connect on anybody as Carl's getting turned around on. Gets the Cold Embrace off. The Sunstrike is coming, though, with the burst damage from Kazoo is enough to finish him off. And now Shad continuing his onslaught here. They lose the Hoodwink, but it's 4v4. And inside the enemy base, Cuckoo. Again, Shad is just doing way too much damage right now with that Alacrity applied. Oh, can they actually turn this around onto 23 Savage? He's pretty much out of mana, but there's the curse.
Oh, he's dead.
Invoker is, yeah, his own buff turned against him. Very sad to see if you're a Viking fan. Now, Shad wants to back up here with the rest of his team. Still has the Aegis, though. Looking for this mid-rack. You can see Whitemon on the sideline here, looking for a good curse, potentially. We saw it work pretty well last time,
Good
actually.
stuff, yeah.
Oh, all right. They're going to try to initiate onto Kezu. Haunt is out as well. Plasma Field to follow. They will be able to get him. 70 seconds on the deck. No buyback whatsoever. And the Haunt finally being expended. Celery. We had the Winter's Curse and the Dragon Tail. Not the greatest layering from T1. But regardless, they will find this kill on the Enchantress. And we'll see if he has... No buyback on him either. So
yeah,
5 versus 3, Jenkins. Will they initiate onto Kezu again is the question.
They've got it
See
now.
the sentry being placed here. So they have a little bit of vision. There's the initiation. They're going to try to find the Hoodwink to start things out. Looks like he's going to be the first casualty for Carl pops his BKB. Static Link applied to Boom. Trying to TP out. Will not be successful, though. 5 versus 3 just like that. And with the numbers advantage, T1 can clean up Kezu relatively easily. The Yules will keep him alive a little bit longer, but not long enough. Double kill for Cuckoo. And now Celery is in a lot of trouble. Will be chased down here. Spectral Dagger's not there yet, but there's the Diffusal. The Inhibit, as we like to call it, Jenkins. And that is going to be the 4th dead with 0 trades. And Roshan is up.
Spectre's...
Actually, AUI thinks the... Oh, Sunstrike? No, not enough to kill him. And with the Aegis. Yeah, let's see who takes the Shard. Okay, it will be on Spectre. We'll talk about that in just a moment. We can see the EMP. Carl's going to pop the BKB. Static Link applied to Kezu. Timber Chains, but it's still in range of the Static Link. That's a lot of damage being stolen for Carl to try to right-click. The Winter's Curse now on the BKB target for now onto Boom. 23 Savage taking a ton of damage. In the meantime, the Cold Embrace keeps him alive for a little bit longer. But remember, he does have the Aegis. The Dragon Knight dies, though. That's a pretty big deal for T1 as the buybacks are coming. Now the chase on. We see the bash onto Kezu in the meantime. 22 Savage trying to do as much damage as he can. The cheese is popped by Razor in the meantime. They'll be able to take out the Invoker who bought back already. Now the Static Link onto Shad. This is going to be T1 taking this fight very easily. And they have the Aegis advantage. And Celery again, the slow-ass kill here. I think they've turned this around successfully, Jenkins.
All we do is talk about this guy, whether it's the camera coming back to him. Oh, okay. 23 Savage.
Being shown. Oh, the bash! Mid-Timber Chain. Now the Arctic Burn applied. The bash continues. And Kezu is down for 70. Any Yules and whatnot. So just wants to make sure that he can actually right-click. He's actually going to use the Dispersion talent, I think. With that Manta style.
There's so many illusions.
Aramis already at half HP. He's going to haunt back in. Will they kill Aramis to start things out? Absolutely. And look how squishy Kezu is right now. Yeah, this is just getting out of control in T1's favor.
It's everything.
So why not take that then? This would be the time to take it. We see the Dragon Tail arrow, not quite going to connect because of the force stab coming out. But there's the Winter's Curse, and yeah, Luna is absolutely destroying her teammate right now. Shad gets bashed in the meantime with that BKB activated. Invoker's up in a couple seconds. You can see 23 Savage not too worried about his life right now, despite not having Aegis. Will TP out with the BKB. Roshan, I mean, they are killing it pretty fast thanks to the Alacrity. Cuckoo gets off a Breathe Fire to reduce some of that damage inside. And this could be the beginning of the end. Could be a 2-0 here for T1 if they're able to clean up this fight. Plasma Field comes out. Still trying to pressure the Roshan. Shad and company, I feel like they need to commit here. You can see the Dispersion talent. That Shard coming out. Oh, Static Link. They're going to get the bash off with that Haunt. And yep, Luna is dead to start this fight. And that means Viking cannot win. 2 dead in the blink of an eye. Now the Lotus Orb reply, not going to be enough, though, as a right clicks. Double kill for Zephyr, 3 dead for Viking, and nobody even damaged, really, on T1 side. This is going to be the Ags, the Ags, Aegis, and Cheese.
T1's patience in these fights is...
Oh, Aramis trying to get some... good attempt here.
Cheese?
Can't get in the pit, though. He's just going to get Static Linked into the death now.
Okay, they dropped the Spell Prism on the ground, so Cuckoo could pick it up, press the Dragon form with no cooldown, and then they dropped it on the ground again, back to Carl, who's going to use it
that's good
for
stuff.
the Refresher Orb. Okay, that is blowing my mind. I've never seen anybody abuse that. I literally made some ESL video about that, because I couldn't think of anything to make. And I've never seen a team do it.
And now it's relevant. Unbelievable. As we see the curse come out. And yeah, with a 37K net worth advantage, T1 should be able to take this relatively easily. Cuckoo, I mean, he's getting somewhat low. Kezu does a lot of damage to him at this stage of the game. but the racks, you can see that Razor just rips right through all the buildings right now. And T1 looking very strong despite being down in this game. They came back with a vengeance halfway through. As we're just seeing some cleanup kills, into the fountain we go. I'm not even going to pretend to hypecast this because this game is mega over. GGs are called, so Viking will be going to the lower bracket